So who remembers where did we finish last time? Anybody remembers? What about Shushti Mataji? Does she remember?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. I remember the points which were discussed in the last class.
Yeah, where did we finish?
Yeah, I'm checking.
Okay. So what about? Yes. Divyanshi Mataji, do you remember?
No, Prabhuji, I don't remember where we stopped the last time paragraph.
So you don't remember. Dolly Mataji, do you remember?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Sorry, I wasn't in the class last week, Prabhuji.
So did you not go to YouTube video to check our class?
No, I will still have to check that, Prabhuji.
Up to you. Up to you. Then there'll be missing gaps in the knowledge will be there then. Okay. All right. What about Supan Prabhu? Hare Krishna.
No, Prabhuji, I didn't remember. Yeah, I wasn't fully checked.
Yes, but did you not listen to the class online then afterwards?
No, Prabhuji.
It's up to you. It's your choice. There'll be gaps in your knowledge. You are giving all the knowledge systematically. Up to you. Yes. Who has raised his hands? Her hand, sorry.
Yes, Prabhuji. I have raised.
Yep. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji. There was a verse, Bhagavad Gita, verse 4.7. Before that, we have finished.
So, what was the verse? What did we discuss there? Sorry.
Prabhuji, we have read about the first. We have read about the teachings of Lord Kapil Maharaj forward and
Yeah,
after.
no, that's fine. That's fine. I want to know where we stopped.
Yeah, before that verse.
So, what is that? What is the chapter? What is the sentence or a paragraph?
Yes, Prabhuji. I have written the thing, but that site was not opening.
Okay, you written it somewhere online.
Yeah, that site was not opening. That is why I've written that.
So, online is not so reliable then. Okay, we got two people. Yes. Okay, Padma, you tell us now.
So we discussed in the last Hare Nam, that was Hare Nam, Hare Nam.
Yep, that's right.
We discussed that in Kali Yuga we are very unlucky and unfortunate. And then
Very good.
before that paragraph 4.7, Bhagavad Gita 4.7, we stopped before that.
Yep, that's right. So, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam eva kevalam, kalo nasteva, 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 gati ramyata. This is Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela 17:21. In this age of Kali, there is no alternative. There is no alternative. There is no alternative for spiritual progress than the holy name. The holy name, the holy name of the Lord. from Narada Upanishad. Okay, so right now, anyone would like to just quickly share what are the points you remembered from the last time? Any points or all points? As I said, this is very important, where it's some kind of it's a trial I'm doing, for this Bhagavatam discussion for the beginners and for advanced together. Yeah. Okay, Padma who has raised his hands. Anybody else, please? Can we have somebody else? It is not right that you miss the program and then you don't watch the program on YouTube and then you come back to say, well, it's a freebie, it's okay. I'll pick up. You'll not pick up. And no doubt then you will have a lot of gaps in your knowledge and you'll be caught like a small child, child in the fish, like a child in the water, cannot swim. You can survive, but you cannot swim. It'll die. It'll die. It'll drown and die. If you have got knowledge, if you digest the knowledge, then you cannot dive, and you cannot drown. Knowledge will give you. Otherwise, people are going to cheat you, and then you'll become sheep. The sheep is not Hare Krishna. WECAN. We are lions, tigers. And why? Because Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj had said, that you must study. People are not interested in study of scriptures and philosophies. They may hear logic very nicely, very happy to hear logic, but they will not study seriously Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, understanding, pointing out, meditating. They'll not do. But they listen to somebody and say, oh, very nice, and they'll ask questions. Because haphazardly, you got half knowledge, you got all the questions in your mind. So this is what happens. Ultimately, then we cannot be very firm in our decisions. So it's up to us. If we want to go back to Godhead in this lifetime, then chanting of the holy name is enough to do so. Enough. But if that is not, if you are struggling with that, then let us study. Prabhupada has written so many books, and what we are doing is, whatever we are speaking, we are recording. So tomorrow you can challenge us to say, you said this, here it is recorded. Is it not so? But you're not even listening to it. So what is this going on? We are recording so that after you are here, I'm alive, and you can listen to me. But a generation who is not yet manifested, for them they can say this was discussed, here is a proof. It is recorded in YouTube and other places, it will be forwarded. Just like Prabhupada has recorded whatever he has spoken, his views are, yes, you cannot change that, black and white in books, So only we are recording this. So it's up to you. Those who want to take advantage will take advantage. Those who don't want to take advantage will always suffer. And it is, as I remember, Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj will taking pain to tell us that Srila Prabhupada has chewed, whole knowledge and made it into nice juice. And we just have to read the books and get the juice. And before departing, Dasa Maharaj said that I want all of you present here to study, because masses of people are not interested in study of Bhagavatam. Dasa, please, you must study and then share this knowledge in a way that is digested by everybody. And when I heard it, I'm hearing on behalf of all of you, those who are here in Hare Krishna WECAN, and those who are going to come in the future also, So please, we cannot force anybody. It's up to you. We can encourage everybody, and we can put ourselves into spotlight to say, here, I'm responsible for what I'm saying. We're not making you responsible for anything. Yeah. So at least we can do is that follow nicely. As I said, I'm trying this as an experiment. So this is Bhagavatam, it's very hardcore. We're trying to make it very easily, so that people can understand it. Okay. All right. So we'll continue with our discussion. And that's why I wanted to take 2 hours today to see if you can cover more ground, with the philosophy. The Prabhupada are really giving nectar in this. Yeah. Okay, so Krishnas, whenever you're ready, you can share the screen. We found that 2 of the websites are down today, so we have to search out some other one. It's a bit of a delay from us. Who would like to be volunteer to read today? And we can have rotation. Okay, Om Prabhu, you raise your hands first, so it's your choice. Yeah, we will do that first. Thank you. Here, Prabhuji, please. Thank you. Krishnas, when you're ready, is this the same point where we discussed? Yeah, just read the highlighted part also, Prabhuji. Thank you.
In this age of Kali, there is no alternative. There is no alternative. There is no alternative for spiritual progress than the holy name, the holy name, the holy name of the Lord. Brahmanaridya Purana. This process is not Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's invention, but is advised by the Shastras and Shastras, the Puranas. The process of this Kali Yuga is very simple. One need only chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Since everyone in this age is an unintelligent, unfortunate, and disturbed Shudra, how can anyone understand the absolute truth or the aim of life? As stated by the Lord Himself in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse 7. Yada yada hi dharmasya ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अद्भुत अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्. Whenever and wherever there is decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharata, and predominant rise of irreligion, at that time I descend myself. Some hundreds and thousands of years ago, Lord Krishna appeared as Devabhuti Putra Kapil Dev. His father's name was Kardama Muni. After Kapil Dev grew up, his father, according to Vedic system, retired, took sannyas, and left home to cultivate spiritual life. It is not that one should rot in this
So
material world.
this point we have discussed that it was the promise which Kardama Muni had taken, and he had told this to Swayambhuva Manu that when my son will be born, I will leave. So Devhuti is the daughter of Swayambhuva Manu, the great monarch Manu, so beautiful, but still he was detached. The time is up, I'll go to the forest now. I'll take sannyas. That's what happened. And that's what happened now is been given here. Yeah, please continue. Thank you, Babuji.
It is not that one should rot in this material world throughout one's whole life. Pancha srodharvam srodhvam vanam varjit. According to the Vedic injunctions, there are 4 ashrams and 4 varnas, and these used to be followed very strictly. After his son grew up, Kadama Muni, being a strict follower of Vedas, left home and put his wife in the charge of his grown son, Kapil Dev. It is said of Kapil Dev, Kapil's tattva Sankhyata Bhagwan. Lord Kapil is Bhagwan. Nowadays, Bhagwan is taken very cheaply because the word is misused. But actually, Bhagwan is not an ordinary man. Our jananti mam mudah. Because Bhagwan Shri Krishna appeared as human being, fools and rascals, mudhas, consider Krishna an ordinary human, as Krishna himself states in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, verse 13. त्रिभिर्गुणामयर्भावे इभिः सर्वम् इदं जगत् मोहितं नाभिजानान्ति मामिभ्य परमव्ययम्. Deluded by
Very
the
nice. Very nice. Very nice. Continue.
deluded by the three modes, goodness, passion, and ignorance. The whole world does not know. The whole world does not know me. Who am above? Who am above the modes and inexhaustible?
See, this is the reason. You see, deluded by the three modes of material nature, which are goodness, passion, and ignorance. The whole world does not know me, who am above the modes and inexhaustible. You see, because we are completely submerged in the three modes of material nature. Sometimes we are happy, sometimes we are sad, sometimes we are intelligent, sometimes we are not intelligent. We confuse so many things. We take so many wrong decisions, right decisions, whatever we do, because we are in the modes of material nature. We are struggling. And most of the people, majority of the people does not even know that they are in the modes of material nature. At least we know by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. So as long as we are in the modes of material nature, we cannot understand, we cannot know Krishna, who is above the modes. Our knowledge is contained within the three modes of material nature, by the three modes. So to get knowledge which are above the three modes of material nature, we require somebody who has got that knowledge. That's why it's called Vedas. Vedas mean revealed scriptures. Veda means knowledge. The definition of Ved means knowledge. And it is revealed knowledge. That which is revealed, we cannot acquire this knowledge. You see? And what we require is very sincerity to sit down and listen and study and think about it. So hearing is very important. Either you hear through your ears or hear through your eyes. Same thing. Then you have to digest this knowledge. So when we eat something, digestion is done in the stomach. Here digestion happens in our brain. We require peace of mind to think about it. And then after that, we must see whether our actions are according to the knowledge that I've digested or not. Now this system, if we follow, nobody else around us will be able to understand what we are doing. Nobody will be able to appreciate what we are doing. So you will not get any awards for this. What we'll get is self-realization. It's called wisdom. There is self-realization. This is the point to be understood. And this self-realization is self to be personally accepted and understood. We do not require certificate from anybody else to give us. We just have to make sure that what we are doing is very sincere and keep improving in that. That's it. We are very peaceful. Okay? Please continue, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Yet there are Mahatmas, great souls, who can understand Krishna. Arjun could understand that although Krishna was playing the part of his friend, he was nonetheless the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Arjun was in perfect knowledge, yet Krishna instructed him for our benefit. Arjun requested Krishna's instructions, which are set forth for all human society. After hearing Bhagavad Gita, Arjun addressed Krishna as Param Brahma, Param Dhama, the Supreme Brahma, the Supreme Brahman, and Supreme Abode. Every person is actually Brahman, spirit soul. We are not actually the body. Awareness of Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman, is actually self-realization. According to Vedic culture, one must understand that he is Brahman, not the body. We should not remain in ignorance like cats and dogs, thinking, I am this body, I am American, I am Indian, I am Brahmana, I am Kshatriya, I am Hindu, I am Muslim, and so on. These are all bodily designations. When one comes to spiritual understanding, he understands Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. This is called Brahman realization. It is not that we become Brahman by some practice. Gold is gold, even if it is covered with some dirt, which can certainly be removed. Similarly, we are all Brahman, spirit soul, but somehow or other we have come in contact with this material elements. Bhumir Apo Analo Vayu, and we have acquired bodily coverings. Consequently, we think I am this body. This is ignorance. And unless one is enlightened by spiritual knowledge, he remains animalistic. Understanding one's
Okay.
spiritual
So
identity.
this is very clear, very straightforward. You discussed these points many times. Yeah. Anyone has any questions on this point? This paragraph? Okay, please continue, Prabhu. Thank you.
Understanding one's spiritual identity is called dharma. The ultimate goal of dharma is enunciated by Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna himself in Bhagavad Gita chapter 18 verse 66. Sarva dharman paritajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. On this earth, we have created so many dharmas. Hindu dharma, Muslim dharma, Christian dharma. These are all manufactured dharmas. But real dharma is attained when we come to the conclusion that Sri Krishna is everything. Again, in the word of Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, verse 19, Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. After many births and deaths, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes and all that is. Such a great soul is very rare. The Krishna consciousness movement is meant for the propagation of this message. We are not preaching a particular sectarian religious system, but a real religion. Dharma, dharmam tu sakshat, bhagvat pranitam. No one actually knows what dharma is, and no one can manufacture dharma. Dharma is the order of supreme being. No one can manufacture state laws. They are given by the government. The simplest definition of dharma is that dharma is the order of supreme being. Since the supreme being, God is one, his order must be one. How then can there be different dharmas? It is not possible. Different dharmas are created due to ignorance, which causes people to think in terms of Hindu dharma, Muslim dharma, Christian dharma, this dharma or that dharma. No, gold is gold. If a Christian possesses same gold, does it become Christian gold? Gold is gold, whether possessed by Hindu, a Muslim, or a Christian. According to the order of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Dharma means surrendering unto the Supreme Being. This is Bhagavata Dharma. This is Bhagavata Dharma. And everyone should be taught how to surrender unto God. God is one. There cannot be two gods. When there is competition, there is no God. Presently, there is a different God on every street. But Krishna is not that kind of God. He is the supreme God. As Krishna himself states in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, verse 7, Matha Parataram Namnya Kinchidasti Dhananjaya Mai Sarvam Idam Protam Sutremani Gana Iva. O conqueror of wealth, Arjun. There is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread. The purpose of this Krishna
Okay.
consciousness.
We'll pause here, Prabhuji. Thank you. So, Sushi Mataji, can you tell us what is the meaning of this particular verse that we studied now? Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu, here Krishna is saying that everything is connected to him, as he's giving an analogy that as the pearl is attached or in the string, same everything is attached to Krishna and everything is connected to him. Nothing is disconnected or nothing is separated from him.
Yeah, that's good. Can you be a bit more specific? What does it mean by the thread? Your video is off, so we can't hear you. We can't see you.
Yes, Prabhu, I was facing some network glitch. I'm turning on my camera soon.
Okay. So tell us what exactly is the meaning of this line, the thread.
Guruji, by thread, I'm not sure what that thread means, but
That is the most important point in this verse. Okay. Anybody else, please? What does thread mean? Nobody? Somebody should tell.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yep.
So I think what I understood is that Krishna says that there is nothing superior to me, and everything rests upon Krishna. So, however, he is giving the analogy. So, however big the pearl is, it is resting upon that thread. So, everything is resting upon Krishna.
So
There
what
is
does it mean? That's right. I think resting upon Krishna is most important. Yeah. So what does it mean?
that there
That
is
is correct.
superior to no one is equal or superior to Krishna.
Yes, that is also the meaning of it. Okay. So for somebody else also said, very good attempt. Thank you, Prabhu. Somebody else said something. So Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mata.
Prabhuji, what I understood is Krishna is saying he's the superior in all the truths. From that example is that thread is represent as a Krishna because all the pearls are got held because of the thread only.
Yes, they're
And
bound by it.
bound, yeah.
So there may be, say, for example, 20 pearls or 30 pearls or 50 pearls. Those pearls may be very gorgeous, very beautiful. Okay. And but supposing if this 20, 30, 40, 50 pearls are spread across the whole earth, they don't have much value. Individually, one here, one in America, one in Africa, one here, there, nothing much value. But if you bind it, if you collect all the pearls, it is strung together in a thread, then that necklace has got a lot of value.
Yeah. That's what, yeah.
So this whole material universe, he's talking about, this particular verse comes in the opulences of Krishna. Okay, so everything that is of any value in this world has got value because it is, the thread is Krishna. It binds everyone. That is correct. This is how it is. Okay, very nice. Thank you very much. Okay, can we continue with our discussion? Krishnadas, can you share? And we require somebody else to now speak. Thank you, Om Prabhu. And also thanks to Avinash Krishna Babu and Saraswati Mataji for letting us know that they won't be attending today's program. So I think they are trying to come to Auckland. So they're busy for next 2 weeks. Hare Krishna. Who would like to take the reading, please? Thank you.
Prabhuji, I can read.
Please. Thank you.
The purpose of this Krishna consciousness movement is to inform everyone that no one is superior to Krishna, God, because many young Americans and Europeans are fortunate and know nothing of any hodgepodge God. They have taken this bona fide Krishna consciousness movement seriously. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Bhagavan, God, means Krishna. We have simply presented this information.
But here there's another problem. The same people who have been blessed by Srila Prabhupada to give knowledge of Krishna, that Krishna is God, they come and laugh at so many other people. They say, you do not know who God is. Now, this is not the right thing. Prabhupada never laughed at anybody. You see? And they would laugh at many Indians. Every street there is a God. No, that is correct. But in a way, it is understood that people in India, the Indian people, Hindus especially, they have got soft heart and acceptance of God. Not like so many in the Western world who reject God anyway. They don't accept any God as an authority. You see? So that's why Prabhupada says there are those who are very fortunate in the European American boys and girls, young American and Europeans are fortunate to know nothing of any other hodgepodge God. They have taken to the bona fide Krishna consciousness movement seriously. Krishna is Bhagavan Swayam. Bhagavan, God, means Sri Krishna. Okay. So we have to be very careful. If we have got this knowledge, which is profound knowledge, then we cannot give it away so cheaply. We cannot display it so cheaply by laughing at others. We understand their superior position many times to say that, well, I was born in a demoniac family, eating cow, drinking alcohol. At least these people are not doing that. But they do not know the real meaning of God. But I've got the understanding. So let me just share with them. That's the correct humility. You see? Okay, Mother. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Please continue.
We have simply presented this information, saying, here is God, Sri Krishna. Because they have taken this seriously, many young Americans and Europeans are advancing in Krishna consciousness. Consequently, many people are surprised to see how Americans and Europeans have become such great devotees and are dancing in ecstasy. How is it they are so advanced? They have taken the information seriously. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Whether one touches fire blindly or knowingly, fire will burn. It is not that because the fire is touched by a child, a fire will not burn. These young Westerners have touched fire, and consequently, it is acting as fire. Acharyo Pasanam. This information, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam, is not concocted, but is accepted by the Acharyas in the disciplic succession. Although an impersonalist, Shankaracharya has accepted Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So have Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Vishnu Swami, Nimbark, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his followers. They all accept Krishna as the Supreme, just as Arjuna himself did. This is the simplest method. There is no need to speculate what is God, where is God, why foolishly go on searching. Here is God, Krishna. We may think that Krishna cannot be seen, but Krishna can appear in the form of his energy. Of course, a stone is not God, but a stone is another one of God's energies. Heat and light are not fire, but without fire, there cannot be heat or light. In that sense, heat and light are non-different from fire. This material world is like the heat and light of the supreme fire. Ekadesha sthitasyagner Jyotsna vistarini yatha Parasya brahmanah shaktis Tathedam akhilam jagat.
Very
Just
nice.
as, sorry, Prabhuji.
I said, very nice. Please continue.
Just as a fire is situated in one place, but spreads illumination all around, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Parabrahman, spreads his energies throughout this universe. Vishnu Puran, Canto 1, Chapter 22, verse 53. The sun is situated in one place, and its light and heat expand throughout the entire solar system. As soon as we perceive light and heat, we can understand that the sun is there. Since light and heat can be perceived by everyone, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, verse 8, Prabhasmi Shashi Suryayo, I am the light of the sun and the moon. People are saying, can you show me God? Why not realizing that they are seeing God daily at every moment? Because people are foolish in this age, they cannot understand that when we perceive the energy of the Lord, we can feel the presence of the Lord. The young devotees in the Krishna consciousness movement are presently worshipping Krishna. What are the signs of a devotee? The actual sign of a devotee is that he is no longer interested in material enjoyment. Bhakti parishanubhavo viraktir anyatra cha. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 2, verse 42. The disciples of this Krishna consciousness movement do not go to cinemas, restaurants, or clubs, and they do not smoke or drink. In European and American countries, all these things are available and are very cheap. But these young people are not interested in it. They are simply interested in sitting on the floor and learning about Krishna consciousness.
Yes, the Coca-Cola is cheaper than water. Even in the USA. And USA water is so bad that they don't drink tap water. At least in New Zealand, and I think in Australia also, the tap water is very pure. Not pure, but you can have it. In the UK, the tap water is contaminated. You know this. Those who stay in the UK, they'll understand this. The tap water is recycled water of household waste. Very bad quality. So alcohol and all nonsense is cheap. You see, nonsense is cheap. Krishna, could you just cut the share, please? I will stop the share for a moment. Thank you. So everything which is beneficial is costly. Now the thing is this, that nowadays, not nowadays, it's been there for a long time, but now it has been promoted a lot of places. You see that you go to nice place where you can go, not nice place to drink alcohol. You know, you got this pubs and discos and all these places, and you pay money and you stand on that bar counter and you take a shot. Like a shot. You know this shot? Prabhu, you know this shot? Shot, like this. And they pay so many rupees and dollars, and they get this alcohol in this much short glass, 30 ml, 40 ml glass. It is glass. Yeah, have you had it shot with a glass on a glass? Have you had this shot glass? Yeah, so much shot glass, you know, of glass. So they're very proud about it. I'll take a shot and come. Yeah, I'll tell you, I take shots every day. And I have a special glass too. My glass is not made up of glass. I don't use a cheap glass. I don't use cheap glass. My shot glass is made up of pure silver. If you sell it, it'll give you money. If you sell this glass, they'll not give you any money. Or silver. Every day I take a shot. Like this. See this? First class. I make my wife also take and my son also take. Because I brew my own alcohol myself. That is one thing I brew my own. It's not an alcohol. See, if you go outside, you drink this shot, you drink alcohol, which kills germs in the body. You know, they kill the good bacteria in the intestine. They kill it, wipe out. Take one shot, and you got some billions of bacteria die in the stomach. That's why they fall sick and all those things. My shot is probiotic shot. We add bacteria. Nice, good. And we come back very fresh. Our aging stops, reduce a little bit, Yeah. So this is the thing. We are under complete illusion to think that everything that is so-called everybody is doing is very good. Now you tell me one thing. Just keep yourself away from this alcohol or whatever. What glass will you prefer? This glass or a silver glass? Tell me. Who would you say who is better? Just okay. Now, why would you use a silver glass? Would you use silver glass to drink alcohol, which is damaging you, or you will use silver, which is going to benefit your body? You tell me. Now you will use glass, obviously, because you will damage your body. Third class. So if you got some money, you must buy silver plates, silver glass, silver cups, silver spoons, and have your water in silver, have your food in silver. What happens is this. This is ancient. This is Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj insists upon this point. Silver glass, silverware you must have. So what happens is this, that over a period of time, as you keep using your plates, your glass, your cups, everything, and having silver, when the time comes, when something is going wrong in the family, you require money, you can sell it and get some money out of it. It will go increase in the money. Whereas if you eat in your steel or in your glass or in a plastic, if you use it, no one is going to give you any money. Even a dog will not eat in a plastic, man. It requires a special, in Western world, they require special plates to eat, They won't eat in a plastic cups and plastic plates and all that. Throw away the plastic plates. Save money and buy silver, and buy good silver plates. I can tell you, you must have one jug of copper. Pour water in the copper in the night. Next day morning, drink that water, copper-related water. Very good for health. And you must have one glass at least. If you cannot afford the whole plates, and spoons and all those things, no problem. At least have one glass of silver. Pour water in the silver and drink that silver glass. So have morning copper, and throughout the day in your silver glass, keep the water there in the silver. The silver will cleanse the water of any bad bacteria. It's very beneficial. You must do that. The silver going in the body is very beneficial. I remember telling this to my big company where I was working, and my bosses were so surprised. They say, Ambrish, how silver? I had heard it before. Actually, people pay money to buy silver aerated water and drink that water. Here you can get it free, man. Yeah, you can afford it, buy silver. So I'll not give away your glass, plastic glass and steel glass and glass. Only silver. So be very careful. You do it at home, otherwise if you're staying in hostel or somewhere, they'll steal it from you, So keep it in a home and keep it in a safe luxury, But this is how it is. Please. Okay? These are all ancient ways. This advancement has brought us to this situation of plastic and steel, useless, of iron. Imagine this. What do you think, Varunji? You eat in iron or you eat in silver? What would you eat in? What is more beneficial?
So, I eat in iron, but silver is more beneficial.
Yes. So now you buy, instead of spending money on alcohol, buying drugs and all those things, don't buy drugs for a month, and you have nice silver plate. Okay? It'll be very, very good for you. Okay? I'll tell your friends also. You want to buy drugs? Don't buy drugs, You give the money to me. And you save money for them and give them nice silver for the present. They'll be very happy. But the fools are such that they will sell that and buy drugs. So don't worry about them. At least we eat and we drink beneficial. Okay? So we are all silver people. Or gold. Gold is better, but if not, silver is also not harm. Okay, na? Sanjeev Prabhu, have you got silver? If from India you bought silver or not?
Hare Krishna, Babuji.
truckload of silver?
Not yet, Prabhuji.
Uh,
I have small silver coins that I put in water.
yeah, that's what it is. Okay, that's all right. That is still all right.
Yeah,
But
I
still,
put in water. Yeah.
yeah, but again, you use the glass of what? Glass of glass or steel or something like that.
Copper. I use copper, Prabhuji.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Copper, you put separately to drink in copper,
Yes.
and glass for silver. Put water in silver for throughout the day. For Krishna, you must have silver. Yeah,
Yes.
you don't have it yourself is fine. First, if you have money, good for Krishna. Krishna is a silver glass for you best. Don't touch that anything. Silver plate, silverware, first class for Krishna. For us, we can do other things. No? I remember I went and I bought. Maria said this. I did not have so much money at that time. No? So we went searching with my wife, and I got kasa. Kasa is a bell metal, of copper and brass.
Bell metal.
Yeah,
Yes, Prabhuji.
bell metal, brass. I thought
Brass.
it was also very costly. I bought it also many things. So I said, Maharaj, God. Oh, look at me. No, you must buy silver. So many things I bought, I kept it with me. They're lying in the house somewhere. And we had to save money and bought silver. So silver. Okay? Hide on silver. You all watch silver people. Yeah? If you don't have money, save money. But eat in silver if you can. But Krishna should be first in silver. Then our silver comes later on. Okay? If nothing else, at least Krishna after silver, Krishna. Then for us, start with a glass of water. And put the water in it overnight or even few hours. Like I drink copper water. Okay. But then silver water glass is there for water. Once I drink it, I fill up again and keep it there for another 1-2 hours. Drink that also. So it's silver going in. Very good for health. You'll become full of silver, Like heavenly planets, Okay. It's up to you. But if you don't want to be in heavenly planets, you want to be in Patal Lok, you can have your iron or glass or plastic. Up to you. Hare Krishna. Anyone wants to debate on this point or agreeable? All right, very nice. Thank you, Krishna. Please share.
Mm. The actual sign of a devotee is that he's no longer interested in material enjoyment. Bhakti, parishanubhavo, viraktir anyatra cha. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 2, verse 42. The disciples of this Krishna consciousness movement do not go to cinemas, restaurants, or clubs, and they do not smoke or drink. In European and American countries, all these things are available and are very cheap. But these young people are not interested in them. They are simply interested in sitting on the floor and learning about Krishna consciousness. Why is this? They have actually rejected the material world. When one comes to detest material enjoyment, one can understand that he has advanced spiritually. Spiritual life does not mean taking sannyas and then smoking or drinking tea. One must actually come to detest material life. One comes to lose interest in material activities and becomes interested only in the understanding of God, the Supreme Being, and His service. As enjoined in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 5, verse 1, Nayam Deho Deha Bhajam Nriloke, Kashtan Kaman Arhate Vidbhujam Ye. Of all the living entities who have accepted material bodies in this world, one who has been awarded this human form should not work hard day and night simply for sense gratification, which is available even for the dogs and hogs that eat stool. The word vidbhujam means stool eaters. Hogs work hard day and night, simply eating stool. And because stool contains chemicals, hydrophosphates, the hog gets strength, becomes very fat, and enjoys sex. In any case, human life is meant not for imitating the life of a hog, but for tapasya, austerity.
Yes, biggest austerity you must do is not to have anything which is in Tetra Pak. You know, don't you put it in the plastic. You know, what you buy is wafers and all these things. Don't. Just keep very simple, please. It's very bad for health, and that's the reason we get more fat. You know, for whatever reason. There's so much sodium in it, so much salt in it. Very beneficial for the body, very unbeneficial for the body. Please, okay. Save yourselves. Keep very simple. Maharaj would say, you know, if you're traveling and all those things, you know, instead of eating all this, just you must have some kind of khajur, you know, the dates and all that, you know. There also don't have too much dates. Dates and all is beneficial, you know. You get your magnesium, you get your sugar in it. All kinds of beneficial items are there in the dates. It's all good, everything. You know, such simple things. I was telling my brother sisters, you know, younger to me, said, why do you want to make your children eat this chocolate and all that, you know, which you buy from outside? It's made by machines. And they are made by companies who want to make money from your son and your children. Instead of that, why don't you make ladus for your children, man? And give it to them, you know, or gur, papadis and all those things. You make it nicely and give it to them. You make it with love at least. No, machines are not made to make money. Yeah, is this correct? What do you think? Am I right, Navina? Am I right? You do not eat chocolate and all that, correct?
Yeah,
Very
she
sure.
don't eat.
Very sure. Am I right? Yes or no?
She's not here, Prabhuji.
Oh, she's not here. Okay, okay. What do you think, Subhadra Devi? Am I right? What do we eat all this outside thing? Buying from the supermarket and all that, you know? Chocolate and all nonsense. Machines are making it. So do you think it's a good idea? It's a good idea, Subhadra Devi?
No,
Yes.
it's not a good idea to eat
Not a good idea too? Yeah, to
really.
eat chocolate. And what about Madhav? Madhavji, is it okay? Is it a good idea, bad idea?
It's a bad idea to eat chocolate.
Oh, and if you want to eat some sweets, what will you do then, Madhav?
Ask Papa.
Ask
do you eat,
Papa,
Dilip?
go and buy chocolate.
Would you like sweets, mother?
I like jalebi and burfi.
Ah, very nice. You see? And best is you make offer to Krishna and you can have it. No, not you. You're too small for it. So you'll say, Prabhuji is not good. I will not follow Ambrish Prabhu. You asked me to make jalebis. I cannot make jalebis. So let your mother or father make jalebis. You know, have nicely. Best.
Yes.
Just think about it. Is it a good idea that you are some machine makes something and you will give it to your children?
No.
Tell me. Now we don't think like this, you know. We don't think like this. So if somebody says, why your children don't eat chocolate? Said he can eat chocolate if I make the chocolate. I don't like machines to make chocolate for my children. Do you understand? Yeah, then they'll understand. Yeah, right. Very correct. But most of the people are foolish people. They have no intelligence. Yeah. So very good, Mother and Subhadra Devi. You must not eat, and Navin also doesn't have. So no machinery food. We make hand food. Hare Krishna. India, you've got servants coming and cooking for you. That's another difficulty. So that's another problem. Paid money. Okay, no problem. You can do that too. What to do? And servant will go back to God at serving Krishna. You will remain here only. The servant will go back to Godhead. Thank you very much. Servant will say, when I die, Krishna says, Hare, I remember you. So nice sweets you used to make, food you used to make. You come back to Godhead. And you say, but I paid for the servant's salary. So you paid for your own sense gratification. You stay here. Find another servant for me. You are very good finding servants, for me, my devotees. You're making nice preaching, You pay your money, they become my devotees. Krishna will say like this. Okay. All right. Let's go. Hare Krishna. Krishna Das, thank you.
In any case, human life is meant not for imitating the life of a hog, but for tapasya, austerity. Tapo divyam putraka yena sattvam shuddhaye dyasmad brahma sokhyam vanantam. Rather, my dear boys, one should engage in penance and austerity to attain the divine position of devotional service. By such activity, one's heart is purified, and when one attains this position, he attains eternal blissful life, which is transcendental to material happiness and which continues forever.
Could you read the translation again, please? Thank you.
Rather, my dear boys, one should engage in penance and austerity to attain the divine position of devotional service. By such activity, one's heart is purified, and when one attains this position, he attains eternal blissful life, which is transcendental to material happiness and which continues forever.
Yeah, this is Rishabh Dev's instruction, Lord Rishabh Dev's instruction. So what happens with devotional service? Our heart is purified. You see, what is the meaning of purification of heart? What does it mean? It means that whatever is beneficial for Krishna, that we think and we keep in our heart. What is not beneficial for our Krishna will not keep in our heart. Slowly it happens. It not happen overnight. Okay, and when one attains that position, where only Krishna's things are in the heart, then life is very blissful. Okay, and then this blissfulness is different to material happiness. You know? It transcends material happiness, and it continues forever. Yeah, yeah. Please continue. Thank
you. Yes. This is the meaning of Vedic civilization. The society of Varnashram Dharma, composed of Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Shudras, Grahasthas, Vanaprasthas, Brahmacharis, and Sannyasis, is meant to elevate people gradually to the perfect stage of understanding God. The whole aim of the different Varnas and ashrams is the worship of the Supreme Lord. One can attain this understanding through the social system, which admits of gradations. When one goes to school, he begins with the first grade, then progresses to the second, third, and so forth. In this way, one makes progress. When human society accepts Varnashram Dharma, it can gradually come to the understanding of Brahman. By birth, everyone is a Shudra. Therefore, everyone has to be educated. The word Dvija means twice born. One is first born through the womb of a mother, and one's next birth is given by the spiritual master and Vedic knowledge. Vedic knowledge is the mother, and the spiritual master is the father. When one is twice born, Dvija, he receives a sacred thread from the spiritual master and begins to learn about spiritual life. He is then allowed to read the Vedic literatures. In this way, one becomes a son of Vedic literature. Nigam Kalpataror Galitam Phalam, Srimad Bhagavatam, is the essence of Vedic literature. It is a wish-fulfilling tree, and we can take whatever we want from it. Vedic knowledge is perfect, and if we want to come to know it, we must take shelter of a bona fide guru. Tadvignanartham sa guru evabhigachet.
Yes, but very few people now today, they take the sacred thread, but they don't study. You see, it's become a fashion. It becomes a way to make money. Brahmana, go deity worship or get some salary. So what? This is not the way. That's not the way. Brahmana means to do pathan, study the scriptures and teach the scripture. That's what we are teaching, which we are doing. Simple as that. Nothing else. The Varnashram. Okay. Very nice. Thank you. Please continue. We can do this one for a paragraph, Mother. Thank you.
Unfortunately, in this age, everything is mismanaged. People forget the aim of life, and at such a time, the Supreme Lord himself comes. The Supreme Lord descends out of compassion because he is more anxious to have us return home, back to Godhead, than we are to go. Because we are in ignorance, we do not know anything about the kingdom of God. We know nothing about how to get there or how to become happy. We have forgotten all this. Therefore, Krishna comes at intervals or sends his representative, the pure devotee. Sometimes he comes personally and sometimes he sends his incarnation.
Okay, thank you very much, Mother. Can we have somebody else, please share, read now? Thank you very much. Okay, who raised the hand? Okay, Varunji, please. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Kapil Dev is an incarnation of the Supreme Person, Krishna. Therefore, it is stated that Kapilas Tattva Sankhyata Bhagwan Atma Mayaya. The word Maya means not only illusion, but also affection and energy. When Krishna comes, all his energies also come. It is not that he forced to come. We have to accept a certain type of body because we are forced to do so. But this is not the case with Sri Krishna. Presently, I may have a human form, but in the future, I cannot demand a human form. We receive bodies in the next life according to karma, not will. One cannot demand to be a high court judge unless one has educated for the job. First of all, one must be qualified. If one qualifies himself, one may become Devta, a demigod like Indra or Chandra, or one can become a dog or cat. That depends on one's karma or activities. Karmana Deva Netrena. When Krishna or his incarnation come, they do not depend on karma for their bodies. The Supreme Lord is above karma and is fully independent. It is therefore said, Atma Mayaya. The Supreme Lord comes by his own energy, not by the external energy or by force. When the governor visits the prison, he is not forced to do so. He is not to be considered condemned a condemned person. Rather, he gives his own goodwill just to see how things are going on. However, it is understood that when an ordinary person is placed in jail, he is sent there by force because he has been proven a criminal. A criminal may think that he is the governor. He and the governor are one, just as rascals and fools think that Krishna is one of them. Avad Janati Ma Mooda Manusham Tanum Ashritam. The knowledgeable person knows that when Krishna or his incarnation descend upon the material world, the Supreme the Supreme Lord maintains his transcendental position. He is not an ordinary person, nor is forced into the material world due to karma. The Supreme Lord comes by his own goodwill. Param bhavam ajnanatah. Rascals cannot understand what Krishna is. Therefore, they think that Krishna is a human being, as Krishna himself
Okay,
states in Bhagavad Gita.
just one second. So what do you understand from this paragraph in your own words, probably?
So, Prabhuji, usually because of our lack of knowledge, we consider Krishna as one of us. So usually people try to imitate his doings and compare himself with themselves with Krishna and say that I am also God and I can also do those things.
Yes, correct. And what example is given for that?
Uh, so a very strange example people give that Krishna used to go around with a lot of girls and used to steal from others' house. So we can also do that. That
Yeah, tell them do it. Steal from other people, do it. And then what happens? Catch you, put in the police. Did they stand like this? When Krishna stole butter from, did they call the police?
no.
Kamsa's man said, "Take Krishna away." They said, no. They said, come more, do more, steal more. And when the mother will be angry with Krishna, to say that, why are you stealing? He said, don't be angry, don't be angry. Let him steal again. The mother would say, what are you guys, man? You complain against him, now I'm chastising him, so you say, don't chastise him. And girls, he plays around with girls. What would the girls do? Play around with him, correct? But now you do it. If you are in some places, they'll call the police and put you behind bars for doing that also. Yeah, so they do it. You want to become Krishna? God can do, so I can do. Please do. Tell them do. Foolish. They have no conception. So this is how it is. We are the same. So we are saved. And we are not saving ourselves, but not studying Prabhupada's teachings properly. So these are the points. Very good. Very good. Okay, anyone else wants to say anything on this paragraph, please? Before we move ahead. Okay, Prabhuji, please continue. Thank you.
Sure, Prabhuji. As Krishna himself states in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, verse 3, Manushanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye yata tamapi siddhanam kaschin mam veti tatpataha. Out of many thousand among men, one may endeavor for perfection, and of those who have achieved perfection, hardly knows one knows me in truth. Understanding Krishna is
Read again this translation.
Sure, Prabhuji. Out of many thousands among men, one may endeavor for perfection, and of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth.
So what do you understand by this translation?
So, Prabhuji, with my understanding, I can understand that like a lot of people go for spiritual enlightenment and try to understand who they are and where they are going. Only a handful of them become successful in understanding, like going into that path, and only in thousands among them, only a one single person is there who can understand Krishna as his absolute form.
Very good. And it's true. Very good. Please continue.
So, understanding Krishna is therefore not so easy. As stated by Krishna, out of many thousands, one person may become a siddha, a self-realized being, and out of many siddhas, one may be able to understand Krishna. It is our great fortune that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna himself, has appeared and given us a very easy process by which we can understand Krishna. What is that process? We need only hear about Krishna. That's all. We have therefore opened all these centers of Krishna consciousness throughout the world. Shravatam swakatha Krishna.
Shunavatam.
Shrunvatam swakatha Krishna. पुण्यश्रवण कीर्तनः हृदयन्तस्तो यद्भद्राणि विधुनोति श्रुतसताम्. Vidunoti suhursatam.
Suhrt means very close to the heart, very close, intimate. You're very good. You're doing very good for your, being the beginners program. Very nice. Please continue.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Shri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, Super Soul in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotees, cleans his heart for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his message, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 1, Canto 1, chapter 2, verse 17. If we hear about Krishna, we become purified. Hearing about Krishna means associating with Krishna. In this way, we may perfect our lives.
So, hearing about Krishna means what?
Associating with him.
What does it mean?
because we are engaging our senses with Krishna. That's what we can call ki we are with Krishna.
Okay, okay. What? Anybody else, please, from the beginners program, please? Thank you. It's a good attempt, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. Om Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, hearing about Krishna means associated with Krishna is that said that the name has same potency as Krishna himself. So that's why
Yeah, potency meaning it's the same as Krishna.
Krishna.
Same
His
as
name
Krishna.
is same as Krishna. So
Yeah,
when
we
we
associate with
hear or say Krishna's name, we actually associate with him.
yes,
As we read books, we associate with Prabhupada himself
and Krishna.
and Krishna.
Because Bhagavad Gita is about Krishna. Bhagavatam is about Krishna. So Prabhupada is introducing us to Krishna. So a devotee is never bereft of Krishna. You understand this point? So neophyte think that only in the temple there is Krishna, with a deity, which is correct. The deity is Krishna. But Krishna is not only the deity. It is a name in the scriptures, but they don't want to study scriptures, you see. Now they go only to the we adjust things as you want to adjust. But it doesn't matter. Mahaprabhu is so kind that he allows everybody. Somehow you remember Krishna. You understand this?
Yes.
Yeah, but most important is to associate, remember his association with Krishna. Either associated with deity, with Krishna, or chanting the holy names, associated with Krishna. Reading about Krishna, discussing about Krishna is Krishna. Honoring prasadam is Krishna. All is Krishna. Okay? Okay, please continue. Thank you.
That was the end of the text.
Wonderful. All right. Now, does anyone have any questions on what we discussed so far? Because we had interaction a bit. Or anything to share, including the leaders, good Sangha as well, please. Yes, Pradhan Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
So I had a question that we were discussing just now about associating with Krishna. I had this question from very long that what is the exact difference between when Arjuna was seeing Krishna and when we are chanting Krishna's name? Like we say that Krishna's energy in Krishna is absolute, but what is the exact difference between him associating and us associating? Like personal association and this. Is this like not personal association when we chant?
It is good question. Very good question. Technically, it is a personal association with Krishna. We have to realize this. And we have to become serious about it. So Arjuna, yes. Arjuna is a much purified soul than us. So he can be straight, and Krishna uses him to pass the knowledge to us. Yeah, you understand this point? So that is how his position is very superior to our position. Okay? And that cannot be replaced. We don't want to replace that. We are happy that Arjuna is great. And we worship Arjuna and Krishna. You understand this point? We are not envious. So Arjuna associated with Krishna personally, physically. We are also associating with Krishna. Arjuna asking the question, Krishna answering the question, and we are reading about it. By the mercy of whom? By whose mercy we are reading about this?
Prabhupada and Maharaj.
No. No. Let's see if anybody else. Whom? Can anybody else please tell? On whose mercy we are associating with Krishna or Arjuna.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yes, yes. Okay. Anybody else? Leaders also, please. You discussed this point. This is correct. All answers are right answers. Prabhupada, yes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, yes. Anybody else, please? Leaders, please. No? Sanjaya. Okay, if Sanjay had not heard seen this, he would not narrate it to whom? Dhritarashtra. So the importance of Dhritarashtra is what? The very first word of Bhagavad Gita is what? Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Not Krishna Uvacha. And who gave the vision to Sanjaya? Even greater than that is whom? Vyasadeva. So Vyasadeva is to benefit us. So you see, all this are there before us. We cannot ignore them. We cannot be so naive and foolish and unintelligent not to see them. But we are conveniently forgetting them in our sight. Why? Why? This is how our heart is stone. Still our heart is stone. So many personalities are helping us to remember Krishna. Yeah. So how we remember Krishna? We remember Krishna by being grateful to Vyas Bhagwan for giving the sight to Sanjaya, for Sanjaya narrating it to Dhritarashtra. And this narration is recorded by who? Ganpati Bhagavan. Where Vyas Bhagavan speaks and Ganpati Bhagavan writes. We discussed that, right? And that has been written, but this knowledge is kept under lock and key. So it's opened by Srila Prabhupada to us in as it is translations, the Prabhupada Prabhupada. And to understand Prabhupada's teachings in the mood of Mahavishnu Goswami, that's Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj. So we are certainly associating with Krishna. Okay. Now, through Arjuna, Krishna passed the message through all these personalities and benefiting us, correct? And now what is our duty? By becoming transparent medium and pass the same message to others. What Krishna told Arjuna. Arjuna asked Krishna, which has been spoken by, Sanjaya, to Dhritarashtra, to Vyas Bhagwan, mercy, to Prabhupada, to Guru Maharaj, to the programs, to us, to our seniors, and us, and we continue. This is how we see that, yes, we can also see Krishna. So just like Arjuna saw Krishna, Krishna answered Arjuna, correct? Here, we are the same way transparent to their conversation, to new people, and they are getting the same knowledge. So this is how we can see Krishna. It is all right, but you understand this point?
Yes, sir.
So this is the meaning of it. Now, if you want to talk to Krishna, Krishna talks to you, your special questions, which you think that Arjuna has not asked, or other devotees have not asked, you can do that too. He's in the heart, everyone's heart. And every living being has a birthright to talk to him. And he can answer the questions. He answers the question. In fact, he answers everyone's questions all the time. Yes, Padma Prabhu, you have another question.
So, Prabhu, you told that Arjun is very pure soul. And, so, when the pure devotees like Prabhupada,
realized soul, yeah.
So, pure devotees like Prabhupada, when they see Krishna, is it same like Krishna appeared 5,000 years ago? Is it the same that that how they see Krishna?
I don't follow the question.
Like when Krishna appeared 5,000 years ago, physically in the material. Yeah. So when pure devotees talk to Krishna and see Krishna, is it the same thing?
Yes, yes, of course. You talk to Krishna, Krishna talks to you. But thing is this, those who are lover of Krishna will see Krishna in everything. That is the difference. But those who are not, they want to see only Krishna. They will not see, like Prabhupada wrote, that stone, is also energy of Krishna. So he can manifest in stone also. But we say it's just a stone. How can God be in a stone? You understand this? Prabhupada wrote this in the purport, Bhagavatam. See, we studied that, you see. These are Bhagavatam is to be studied very nicely. Yeah. So this is how we have to see, and once you understand Krishna, once you see the form of Krishna, then you see everything related to the form is also Krishna's. Krishna's. Who is it? It is Krishna's. Once you know the boss, you know it is my boss's. Is it not so? If you're working in a large organization and if you're an employee, so you will say, okay, this big organization, big campus is companies. All right, companies. But for some reason, you may be just a driver, of that super boss chairman. But the boss knows you, you knows the boss. So what will you say? This company's organization? Or say, no, this is boss's organization. Whose will you say? Whose will you say, Prabhu?
The bosses.
Why do you say bosses, not companies?
Because they won't say.
No, because you know him personally. The same way, for a devotee who understands, who knows Krishna face to face, he sees Krishna's form, talks to him. At the same time, then he can see the sun is of Krishna, the image of Krishna, the moon, the rays of Krishna. From the Brahma Jyoti, the rays of sun, the moon. The moon is nothing else but reflection of the sun's rays. This scientific fact. And the sun is nothing else but the rays of the Brahma Jyoti. Okay? And Brahma Jyoti comes from where? Krishna's form. And then you say the stone is Krishna, so he can take the form of a stone. Why can he not take a form of a stone? Same point we discussed. Krishna is so great that he's sitting on an elephant, and the elephant is going on the eye of the needle, or camel, eye of the needle. Same way. Can God take the form of a stone? Why not? How can God take a form? Boss, stone is God's stone. He can do whatever he wants to do with the stone. He can take his form also. What do you mean, man? Stone is not yours. You have not created a stone. So of course you cannot become a stone. But God has created a stone. You understand this argument? Om Prabhu, you understand the argument? Yeah. So Varun Prabhu, now people will say that no. If you say that the God stone, so then I'll create my own God, I said, okay, create your own God. How will you create a God? Okay, so I'll take a stone, I'll take earth, water, fire, ether, and then I'll create a God. So no. You create your own stone, own earth, own fire, own water, and then you create your God. This is Krishna's. You understand this point? So to our capacity, we also know Krishna through the eyes of the Shastras, through our Guru, and through their words. And when we are chanting, we realize Krishna is a personal form. And slowly as we chant nicely, slowly as we associate with Krishna nicely, and Krishna associates with us. You understand this point? Is it clear? And he wants to associate with us. That's another point. Don't think he doesn't want to associate with us. He wants to. But do we want to? Then the very first thing is needed is that, what did Prabhupada write in the purport here? What do devotees do? Prabhupada made a statement. What do devotees do? Who was reading then? I think it was Devanshi Mataji when she was reading. Prabhupada said that point. The point came. Others are there who are not showing themselves. Dolly Mataji, can you answer this question? She is not there. Sobal Babu, can you answer this question?
No, Prabhu, I don't remember.
Okay, Shri Babu, do you remember? It's a very common answer. What do you need to do? Devotees do what? Nobody? But in front of you, we read the whole prayer. This is what I'm saying. You must study. You must be scrutinizing the study. How I remember, you don't remember. Okay, Prabhupada said this, that you must be disassociated, you must be not interested in material world. Very simple answer. Is it not? Prabhupada did not say that? We must be disinterested in material sense gratification, happiness. Remember Prabhupada saying that? Who remembers that? Raise your hands, please. Yeah. Now everybody remembers. But you've forgotten. That's why we must be keeping our eyes open, man, when we're studying. You're sleeping like I make you study, so I don't study, I don't read. I make someone of you read, and you are like this, man. This is so wrong. Okay. Is this all right, Pradhan Prabhu? You got the answer?
Yes.
And that is the reason why we can preach. So we can see Krishna to that extent. We understand this point. Because we are convinced about Arjuna seeing Krishna. So parampara.
I think, Prabhu, I was seeing on a material platform that I only want to see Krishna as in form, but that you said one point that we are rejecting other things. That Krishna is in everything.
Yeah,
We are
that's
not.
right.
Yes.
That's right. But again, that other things will come into place when you are convinced that God Krishna is owner of everything. That's why I took the example of us as a driver, and the boss comes and sits in the car, so we know personally he's there. And then we can say this flower, this garden of this company is my boss's garden. But if I do not know the boss, even if I'm a general manager, I'm a manager, I do not see the boss. I say this company's garden, the nature's garden, yeah? Company's garden, nature's garden. But whose nature? God's nature. That we do not know. This is the point. This is devotee and non-devotee. Okay. Very nice. Anybody else has anything to say? Any questions or realizations? Please feel free.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for this very nice class. I just had one question. So Srila Prabhupada is talking about in the purple, it's separate from the previous question. But Srila Prabhupada is talking about Varnashram Dharma and Vedic civilization and Varnashram Dharma, and mentions the point of Dvija, right? Meaning twice born. But then Srila Prabhupada also says that that by birth everyone is a Shudra. So and then you're educated, and then you're. Can you expand on that a little bit, please? I'm not entirely sure what that means.
Okay. So what it means is this, that by birth, all of us are born Shudra. Shudra meaning what? Unintelligent and in ignorance. Okay. So we take two births. One birth is a birth which we take from the womb of the mother. And second birth is a birth when we take when we get Dvija or Brahmana birth. Okay. Brahman birth is a birth by which we can take the knowledge given to us. And in traditional Varnashram style there, on olden days, this was done through the Gayatri, which was given as a sacred thread, and then is supposed to study. The Brahmana's only business was supposed to study. the scriptures and teach scriptures. Pathan. First two things are there, then the other things are there. Then austerities. Brahmanas are supposed to beg and maintain the livelihood. Brahmanas, that's why very poor Brahmanas, but very pure. That's why Krishna loves Brahmanas. Okay, and this is at this stage, once you study, you have got another birth where the father is the guru and the mother is the Vedas. You understand this point? Right. So this point is what Prabhupada is saying in a traditional way. This is how it is to be done. Because without guru, there is no knowledge. And here in Kali Yuga, the knowledge is given up very freely, easily. Because nobody's going to do all those things. So take this knowledge and become and preach. Jara dakho tare kaho Krishna Upadesh. Because everybody is Shudra. Because even Brahmanas are Shudra. Because they are working for salary. The first thing which is, there are two kinds of Brahmanas. One who works for salary, second is work for who doesn't beg, who begs, or who does not wait for it. So salary meaning what? Who advises and gives salary. Not salary means taking a job, 9 to 5 job. He is a principal advisor. This is what happened. If you remember, we had discussed it was a very old, many years ago. No, so many months ago, couple of years ago. We had spoken about Shukracharya's daughter. Remember that discussion? What was it called?
Sarmishta and Devyani.
Devyani, that's right. At that time, when Devyani was insulted by Sarmishta, yeah, and she went and told her father, who was what? What is his name? Shukracharya. To go and tell this to the king, because rebuke the king. He said, I regret the day now that I have taken money as a salary from the king. I would rather be begging by doing madhikari. Okay. So in the 9th canto, these are very vividly described what a Brahmana does, the two kinds. So actually they say that they don't even beg. Brahmanas are not allowed to beg also. What they do is this, that when the grains are being cut in the fields by the Vaishyas, Vaishyas means they are very rich people, Vaishyas. They've got land. A Brahmana means if you give him anything, any property you give him, he distributes the property to the people. That's a Brahmana style. Prabhupada mentions this. A Brahmana meaning you give him $100, he'll distribute $100. He will not keep anything for himself. That's a Brahmana. So this Brahmana, they say that when this big landlords, the Vaishyas, when they cut harvest, and the grains that are cut and lying on the floor, they keep it like this for the Brahmanas to come and they pick up those grains, and from that they cook and they eat with the family. The Brahmanas can have family members. This is how Brahmanas were very poor at the time. Okay, so today who will do this? They will say, no, Brahmana doing this. If I tell you to do this, will you become Brahmana? No, I'm happy being Vaishya, man. I'll have my millions of dollars. I'll keep some money flown here, there for the Brahmana. That's fine. But no, this is the fault of Kali Yuga. As Mahaprabhu says, don't worry about all this now. Jara dakho tare kaho Krishna Upadesh. Amar agnar guru hona tara desh. You see? So that's why the chanting of the Hare Krishna is important. But by definition, this is what it is. That we are all born as Shudras, unintelligent people in ignorance. So we require to go to school. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Baba, Black Sheep, have you any wool? All those things we study, everyone. Next, you die, next birth again, Baba, Black Sheep, have you any wool? If you again in English, A, B, C, D, Jinga, Ringa, Roses, again start, again next life. So we're born in ignorance. Okay, all of us. So for spiritual gain, then we continue from where we were left from the past life. So for that, we require spiritual knowledge, and for that you require a guru, and require guru gives a diksha. The diksha are two kinds. One is Bhagavad Vidhi, Pancharatika Vidhi. This Pancharatika Vidhi is there, which a Brahmana thread, and you get and you can teach and you can study. But this is how you study. This is how you follow Brahmana. Not that you get Brahmana degree and you say, I'm a Brahmana, and you do nothing about it. They don't even study, man. For goodness sake. They speak lies, speak this. This is not the case. This is Kali Yuga's prakop, right? But this is the definition of it. But in our Krishna consciousness, it is available to anybody. The person who walks into Krishna consciousness first gets knowledge. Not that he has to wait for some guru and get knowledge. No. Otherwise, nobody will become Krishna conscious. First you give knowledge, then become Krishna conscious. This is different in Kali Yuga. Is it okay, Krishnadas?
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, more will come, I think, in the third or fourth chapter. It's a full chapter on this, on Guru. So more will be clearer there. I have not studied this, but I have some big idea. It will be more clearer there. Okay. Anyone else has any questions? Please feel free. Or anything to share.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Hare Bol Magan.
Yeah. Just an apology, Prabhuji, that I couldn't answer in the first part, like what I have studied. And I got to know from Pradyum that we have read. I was not paying attention, and that is why I couldn't answer that from where we have stopped in the previous class. And Pradyum helped me that Bhagavad Gita 4.7 we just read, and we will be starting from there.
He texted you, huh?
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. All right. It's all good. Thank you. See, I have a habit, just to make sure that everybody's in line. Otherwise, I can tell you, you are very sincere about this. That's why you are accepting it and changing things. That's fine. But people don't care. I come, I speak, they listen, they don't listen, they go to sleep, they wake up in the morning, they go somewhere else. They just don't care. After 1 year, they have again blank slate. Did I? So did you? Did you study this? Oh, maybe. And if you rebuke them, they walk away. Yes, Ambarisa is very Hitler, They'll forget what are they. So that's all right. It's all good. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji, I remember that yesterday I was writing that Purna Praja Mataji asked us to share the two values which are important in for a relationship. So I remember that I wrote honesty and intelligence. So if I'm not honest today and if I'm lying, that means I've lied yesterday as well. So I lied today and I don't want it to. So I was.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. All the best. There's no lying business. We don't take all these things, But that's all right. All good. All the best to you. But and just to take that point, that today you said you spoke this, which is very good. But even if you don't speak, Krishna knows. That we do not know. And many, many big, big sadhus and devotees they also speak lies. They say, "Hey, man, what are you lying for? You think Krishna is not in the heart? Krishna doesn't know this?" All good, all good. All blessings. Hare Krishna. Vajram Te. Don't feel like this. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Okay, anyone else wants to say anything or share anything or any questions? Okay. Hare Krishna. Now, so today I tried something else. We did a 2-hour session, with this. So is this okay? I would like to do one every so often, 2 hours, sometimes 1 hour, sometimes 2 hours. It will cover more ground, you know. As I said, it can be very, very tricky. But please, one thing I must say that what has been studied, you may think it is the same repetition of the same philosophy, same concepts which are there by Prabhupada. But you're not paying attention. It is not that, it is more. Otherwise, you would have answered the question when I said what is needed. Then you remembered, yes, that's what Prabhupada said, right? So how come I remember and you do not remember? And you are studying, not me. You are reading, not me. Or just simply facilitating. Yeah. Yes, Sushi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. There's one question, Prabhu, because the concept.
Okay.
So can I ask you?
You have a question.
Yes.
Okay. But you understood that point I was saying that we have to be, otherwise we'll see that it's the same points are repeated all the time, you know. But it is not the same. You have to understand the reason why they are repeated by Prabhupada is that we understand it very thoroughly, the concepts. Otherwise, many of you would have answered the question. And that we should be completely disgusted with material world as a quality for devotee. If we are not disgusted, that means we are not that devotee. We are devotee, yes, but we are mixed devotee. That's the point. Okay, yes, continue. Your question now.
Yes, Prabhu, the same because this point came again, and I was meditating on the same point since I've asked this question a lot to Avinash Prabhuji also, and I think so you also in the initial days because I now the same concept came again when Prabhupada is saying very clearly that if you want to take Krishna consciousness, then completely detach from the material stuff. And then I think that in my position right now, I am doing everything in a mixed way. Not completely detaching from the material endeavors and not completely taking devotional service as full time. So this is what I was thinking, and this was my question. So then when I asked Avinash Krishna Prabhuji, he said dovetailing is the thing. You need to dovetail to everything you do, you need to dovetail to that you are doing it for Krishna. But then I asked this again the same question because this point came again in the class today and emphasized by you again. So I was just thinking on the same lines that how I can feel that I'm actually dovetailing. Is it the dovetailing correct? Dovetailing in the right way? I'll give the example that if I say that today I want to eat pizza and I'll offer that pizza to Krishna, is that dovetailing? I'm just, or is it my own personal choice that I'm saying, okay, everything will become pure if I'll offer it to Krishna ultimately. So this is the point, bro. And honestly, Proji, I cannot just completely get off from the material things. I cannot just completely get detached as in my position right now.
So then don't be detached. It's your choice. We don't force anybody to do anything. We all at different levels of detachment. I'm not saying that I'm very detached. I'm saying you are more detached than me. We are different levels. I'm very attached. But it is a black and white. Prabhupada writes in the purport here, Prabhupada mentions this, that Krishna consciousness is like a fire. Fire will burn. Whether a child puts a hand or somebody else puts the hand. So it is Kalpataru. Krishna consciousness is wish-fulfilling tree. Till the time we are not convinced about Krishna, we are going to enjoy. We're going to think that this material world is all right. Yeah, there's a lot of problems. I know there are a lot of problems, but still all right. I've got my family, I've got my bed, I've got my pizzas, I've got my ladus, I've got my chocolates. I'm all right as long as I'm surrounded by them, you know. So it's up to us. Is that okay? Now your question about pizza, you want to eat pizza, you offer to Krishna, is it devotional service of telling? Do you want to eat pizza? That's why you want to serve Krishna? Or you want to serve Krishna, that's why you want to eat pizza. Up to you. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So our first is serve Krishna. Then automatically over a period of time, he will inspire from the heart. He's a person. We all have got relationship with him. Nobody can say that you cannot see Krishna, only I can see Krishna. That person is lying. He's a fraud. Prabhupada says this to everybody. Every one of us has got a relationship with Krishna. Full stop. And and we have forgotten that relationship. And reviving that relationship is Krishna consciousness. The process is Krishna consciousness. It's not complicated. So in the process, you say, okay, I want to move very fast process. Up to you. Fast, you can do very fast. Slow, it's up to you, you can slow. But the process is important to be in the process. As long as you realize I'm in the process, you know, that's fine. But if you want to cook for Krishna, or you want to cook something for yourself, eat something, that's why you're cooking for Krishna. It's up to you. So in India, as I said, you have a lot of people who cook for you, you know. So I started my discussion by saying that only, you know. So it's up to you. Did I answer your question? Tell me in your own words, what did I answer?
Bro, the thing that I want to eat pizza and that's why I am offering that to Krishna, or I want to do service to Krishna and that's why I'm eating pizza. That's the whole take. I mean, that's the way.
Yeah. Then you will say whether Krishna will be happy with this. Is it good for his health? Or Radharani will scold me. They're making him cheese and all what kind of cheese is this and all those things. First class cheese, okay. Krishna eats cheese. Hey, he can have cheese. He can have best pizza. No, up to you. Well, you know, that's how it is, you know. Because Radharani feeds Krishna and then she eats. In the spiritual world too. Yeah, Mother Yashoda also makes sure that, you know, once it is done, and then Krishna teases, you know, says, I don't like this food which Radharani has made. Do you like it, Balaram? And they laugh, you know, and they all tease her. But she keeps her service, her business is this. So if you want to be in that kitchen, which Radharani arranges for Krishna, it's a big kitchen, you know. That's up to you then. You see, best services. So it's entirely up to you. You can make pizza for Krishna, make it first class, but for Krishna. And then you can have it. That's why we say when you're cooking, don't even smell it. Don't taste. We think only tasting is okay. We can't taste. We don't. That's why offering is done with closed, you know, cover it. You cannot offer the plate to Krishna and then others are watching. Hey, what are you offering? Oh, such nice things you have made for Krishna. I'm going to eat it afterwards. Don't do such things. It's contamination. Completely gone. So it's very important that the cook is there and the person who's serving, they are all in the same tune, you know. It's not for gratification. You have to be very careful. Otherwise, it's Krishna's man. It's God. So we can't be looking down and say, hey, this is very good. Hey, Krishna said, take it then. Guru Maharaj will only say, take it then. Don't give it to Krishna. What is this you're watching at? Like Krishna. Don't do this thing. Yeah, is this okay? You don't even breathe, you know, at that stage. Don't die. What I mean to say is that you know what I mean to say. Don't breathe, meaning that you are not enjoying the propensity with it. No? Is that okay?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, and how fast or how slow you want to do, it's up to you. I don't, if any other answer is esoteric answer, you know, which is good for the ears. But this is the truth. This is the truth. And we all are struggling with this, mother, not only you. I'm too. Hare Krishna. Okay. Anybody else wants to say, please? Okay. Good question, though. Okay? Nothing from the leaders? When I ask a question, you guys don't answer the questions, you know? Up to you. Up to you. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna. With this, we conclude today's discussion, today's session. So whose turn is it to sing Maharaj? Maharaj, please hear us today.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्णा सुभद्रा जी कैसे हैं आप
मैं ठीक हूँ प्रभु जी, आप कैसे हैं प्रभु जी?
ओह अरे बाप हाँ मैं बहुत ठीक हूँ एकदम ठीक हूँ थैंक यू वेरी मच पूछने के लिए बहुत शुक्रिया कैसा लग रहा है ऑस्ट्रेलिया आपको ठीक लग रहा है
हाँ ठीक लग रहा है।
न्यूजीलैंड से अच्छा है
हाँ अच्छा
हाँ बहुत अच्छा है आपका भाई की तबीयत कैसी है उसका हाथ कैसा है अरे
He got his cast off.
अरे वाह दिखाइए कास्ट में लिखा आपने गेट वेल सून लिखा था कुछ
His his tummy is hurting probably, so he's just in the toilet going there. So
Okay. That's all right. All the best. So his cast is off now, huh? He's all right now.
yes,
Did
probably.
you write?
But
Did you write something?
he has to wait like 6 more weeks till he can do like more sports like soccer and stuff.
Okay. So what did you write in his cast? Did you write? Now fall down again after 2 years, something like this you wrote? Or for yeah, break your other hand next time, something like this you wrote? No? Okay. All right then. Wonderful. Chalo, theek hai. So please sing very nicely with actions. We'll follow you, okay? So 1, 2, 3, start.
Maharaj, please hear us.
Maharaj, please hear us.
We have learned some real good stuff.
We have learned some real good stuff.
Maharaj, we have learned one thing.
Maharaj, we have learned one thing.
And today for you we will sing.
And today for you we will sing.
If our room is clean,
If our room is clean,
then our mind is clean.
then our mind is clean.
If our mind is clean,
If our mind is clean,
we can do anything.
we can do anything.
If our room is dirty,
If our room is dirty,
then so are we.
then so are we.
And if we are dirty,
And if we are dirty,
we're not happy.
we're not happy.
Wasting time
Wasting time
is the greatest crime.
is the greatest crime.
Because wasted time
Because wasted time
means a wasted mind.
means a wasted mind.
So best use your time
So best use your time
when you're in your prime.
when you are in your prime.
And your whole life
And your whole life
will be sublime.
will be sublime.
If your wealth is gone,
If your wealth is
then
gone,
there is nothing wrong.
then there is nothing wrong.
But if your health is
But
gone,
if your health is gone,
then
that's
there's
a
different song.
that's a different song.
If your character dies,
If your character dies,
then the world will cry.
then the world will cry.
Only saintly behavior
Only saintly behavior
lets humanity thrive.
lets humanity thrive.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
We must always remember Krishna
We must always remember Krishna
and never forget him too.
and never forget him too.
But how are we to practice this with so many things to do?
But how are we to practice this with so many things to do?
That is the greatest question.
That is the greatest question.
And here's the greatest clue.
And here is the greatest clue.
You must learn to work so nicely that Krishna remembers you.
You must learn to work so nicely that Krishna remembers you.
So listen very closely.
So listen very closely
And make your thinking sharp.
and make your thinking sharp.
Let's learn how we can live and work so Krishna won't depart.
Let's learn how we can live and work so Krishna won't
If
depart.
something to do tomorrow,
If something's due tomorrow,
finish it today.
finish it today.
Whatever's due today,
Whatever's due today,
do it now, don't delay.
do it now, don't delay.
Your friends might be lazy
Your friends might be
or
lazy
doing bad
or
things,
doing bad things,
but you think again.
but you think again,
Don't follow them,
don't follow them,
and you will win the end.
then you will win the end.
Whatever work we're given,
Whatever work we given,
we do our very best.
we do our very best.
We only live with what we need and give Krishna the rest.
We only live with what we need and give Krishna the rest.
This is how to live, to work and to play. You learn to live this way, you'll see Krishna every day.
This is how to live, to work and to play. You learn to live this way, see Krishna every day.
And when our time is up, you'll take us up above. We sing and dance with him with a heart full of love.
And when our time is up, he'll take us up above. We sing and dance with him with a heart full of love.
To chant Krishna's name, his glories and his fame, is the only way this world will ever become sin.
So chant Krishna's name, his glories and his fame. The only way this world will ever become sane.
Now please ask this greatest question.
Now please ask this greatest question
And find this greatest clue.
and find this greatest clue.
You must learn to work so
No, you can only
remember Krishna.
remember Krishna
If Krishna remembers you.
if Krishna remembers you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai.
His Holiness Srila Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj Srila Gurudev ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shinitai Gaur Chandra Premanande Hari Hari Bo. All glories to the assembled devotees Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees Hare Krishna. All glories to the lotus feet of Shishi Guru and Shishi Gauranga ki jai. Srila Gurudev ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasad Bhutale Srimati Mahavishnu Goswami Namine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasad Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine. Namo Saraswati Devi Govani Pachayana Devi Sheshu Lari Hare Sai. Hare Krishna. Sanjeev, how was your trip? Okay. Welcome back to Australia.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, it was good. Mercy of Srila Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada.
Yeah, very nice.
I had some treatment done on my tooths as well, so that also done. Yeah. So
cheap one, yeah, India teeth care is best.
yeah, it's very expensive here.
Yeah, of course. Very
Yeah.
so very hot as well. This time it's
Yeah,
very
it
hot in
was-
Southeast Asia.
First couple of days was okay, but after that is straight heat, like in the night as well, like above 40. It was so hot.
Above 40. But even, I mean, not in your place, but Australia also, Sydney and all is very hot. For
In some
45, 38.
Yeah,
Too
but
much.
like in the nights, it's not that. But
Yeah,
there is a
it's
heat
not
wave,
that.
probably. So
Yeah.
in the night also it gets it's pretty warm, very hot.
Yeah, of course. The whole Southeast Asia and Southwest Asia is global warming, whether you believe it or not, but it's still affecting people, you know. You
Hmm.
can't deny that.
Yeah, people
Okay,
getting
okay.
sick and they're dying. Like it's very bad.
Yeah, look in Hajj, 1,000 people died, you know. Unfortunately, Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Very bad. So what to do? Okay. All right. Krishna willing. We'll see you next week, all of you. Same place, same time. Till then, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Hare Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Prabhuji.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.